Maybe there are two ways to answer this. Firstly, there is a way of how do you mimic the look of a stitch, which companies like, I think, Substance have come up with really real to life kind of stitches which you can apply onto any of the software and then be able to render it. The other part of it is the actual construction of a stitch, whereby you actually have a pressure point on that. I think that is something that is coming. There are workarounds in each of the 3D modeling tool that allows you to add pressure to the edges so that you are actually able to mimic that behavior as well. On the area of sweaters, that's a good question. I think area of sweaters has always been, if you look at it today, a lot of the software for sweaters is actually connected to the machinery, right? And a lot of them requires what we call a knit technician, right? And that's probably something that requires you to have a PhD and a physics to get into that. So I think that is something that will evolve over time, as it's not just the software, but I think what's important is to be able to translate a lot of the bitmaps and then into the gauges, and then flowing into the machine. So as part of an end-to-end, I think when you take something that is in concept and you want to move that into the manufacturer, then the machinery guys come into place. At some point, it will be up to many of you in the forum here to bring them to the table and says, I want to be looking at something that I can take my designers right through to the point where your machineries can take that far. Is that going to be far? Probably not.